Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-52439. You know. 205-964-52439. You know.
Good morning, good afternoon. What is this, January 29th? Wow, we're 1 month in. Christmas was only about 34 days ago, but it seems like it was 3 months ago. And I think I said that on Monday too. But we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate. We got the guys in Florida and Tennessee, and I'm here in Bama. So we're here to try to educate you guys on some stuff. Maybe we can learn some stuff from you all for sure. I prefer to do it that way, actually. But today's title is When Driving for Dollars Ain't For You. Some of y'all may be seeing When You Can't Drive for Dollars. So anyway, but we're here to answer that question and more today. Make sure if you're here, if you could just subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Tap the little bell and select all so you're alerted when we go live here on YouTube. We're on other platforms. We're on Facebook a couple of times. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitch. And we're on Instagram Live also. So if you'll post your questions in the comment section, we'll do our best to get to them. Sometimes when you post addresses, YouTube will block those. Sometimes you have to post them twice, or maybe the house number first and then the street or whatever. So you might have to get a little creative if you say, well, they're not answering comping my property or acknowledging my property. So it may be that, and it's not us, just to make you aware of that. So fellas, how's it going?
Fantastic. Tony Tiger, you're great.
Great. All right. So I did, even though it didn't rain, but it didn't look like it was today. I normally don't like to do stuff if I can avoid it when it's overcast. I'm just a sunny day type of guy. I could easily live in Phoenix or Southern California, something like that, where it rarely rains. Well, definitely Southern California. That would be right down my alley or whatever. With that being said, I actually did a video on yesterday to go and just to sort of, and I normally don't do stuff like that in that sense, but to just to talk about the KISS method and some success behind it. If you see this thumbnail on the channel, it's basically me walking through the property, and I'm on screen with me walking through the property. But I'm going to actually just really quick, just let you take a look at that property and just narrate it a little bit or whatever, and why that deal probably worked for us. So. Now this was the house, it's the white one there. I'm gonna probably, and this is a good way if you're trying to video a house. Some people have no clue on how to video a property, and they're just, see how I'm doing this 360 here, give a good idea of the location, right? And then I'm gonna walk to the rear of the house. Agent needs to come get his sign. On this property, like I said, I said 15. He said it was a total of 17, right? The wholesaler. He said it was a total of 17. That actually he's supposed to have another closing today, without me being involved on that one. But I think it's here in Birmingham also. But he found it through the KISS method also. But as you can see, the door was open, which was great when we went and took a look at it or whatever. So we didn't have to do that hassle. If you'll look across the street right there, that white building there, that's where they're tearing down the old hospital, and they're building like an amphitheater and Also, some retail shopping. I think some living dwellings, a multifamily or something. And as you can see, this baby here needs a little TLC. This needs a ton of work, like a ton of work. And so the buyer, he's going to turn it into a rental. That's what he does. He really doesn't do any flipping or anything like that. That's blasphemy for him. That bathroom looks like it's ready to jump in, take a good hot bath, and then of course we'll walk. Look at this roof damage here. It's in total just disarray or whatever. But that's what happened to a lot of situations with air property, because you can't get everybody on the same page. This is a predominantly Black neighborhood right now. It's sort of transitioning over in this area. Like I said, this house probably will retail in excellent condition between $250 to maybe $300. But as you can see, it's going to take a ton of money to do it. I didn't go down in the basement. I was going to dare try to do that or whatever. But as you can see, it needed a lot of work there. So again, you all remember, I didn't think this was going to come off, because, you know, that number of people that were involved had to sign off on it. You know, I normally don't even pursue those. So I probably have missed some opportunities over the years for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, because it wasn't easy. That one wasn't easy at all. So like the final number, they were asking 150, got it down to 57.5, wholesaled it for 67.5. That was Aston that sent that to be watching. What up? Great job.
Yeah. Your mic is a little bit muffled. I don't know if mine is, but
is it? Let me make sure I got it.
Okay, now I can hear it though. Now. I guess
okay. It may have been because I had that
thing going. Yes, could be. Yeah.
It could have been that. My bad.
So that particular neighborhood has always been a $300,000 neighborhood, or just
no. It's been like that maybe within the last 4 to 5 years. I can't think of more before COVID or after. You know how we sort of identify stuff now, before COVID or after. But it's really gonna. Well, I'm trying to think. Because a lot of those houses are just that one ain't that big. Comparable, there's some houses over there 4,000 and 5,000 square feet, and you know, for years, you know, they would want X number. I don't care what price they gave it to you, it wasn't gonna make sense because of the repairs. And these are houses that are built in the 20s and 30s or whatever, so it just didn't make sense or whatever. So, but now, you know, it does. Some of them, you know, like it's one. Well, not in that particular part of the neighborhood, but not far. They asking 410 for it. I don't know if they're going to get it, but it seems like, you know, it's getting a decent amount of interest on it or whatever. Because somebody reached out to me, ironically, asking me about opinion on the house. It was in worse condition than this house, and they want 85. I said, I don't know if that's going to fly. Matter of fact, I know it ain't going to fly, right? And so I said, you're going to probably have to get that house, you know, maybe 40 and somewhere in there or whatever, because he was thinking 100K in repairs. I'm thinking more like 150 in repairs or whatever. So, and he was thinking, I just want to tell you about most of the investors I've done with. They spend 200, they trying to make almost 100. They 40 and 50. That ain't spend 200 to make 40 or 50. That normally is not. That's not the ratio they're looking for, right? You spend 200, you normally trying to approach 100 is what you're trying to make. So that's the way he was doing this number. So I told, hopefully I'm wrong. I don't know, you know. Hopefully I'm wrong.
My thing is, it's probably because of the shopping center that they're building. That's going to raise the value of the property.
Yeah. That's definitely going to jumpstart that entire area or whatever, even more than already what was happening. So, but it's like. If I think I showed y'all yesterday, it was just like right there, you know what I'm saying? Like literally right across the street. So I guess that's a good thing. So
yeah, I think so.
But
what type is it, a shopping center or just like it's a?
No, they're gonna build, like it used to be a hospital now, so it was a massive piece of real estate. They used to have a helicopter pad and everything out there or whatever. But so matter of fact, I know the investors where she just died, one of the biggest flippers here, his mom purchased it some years back, right, for like a couple of $1 million because it had when it failed again, it had failed a number of times.
Right.
And I think I don't know what the final number. I think she may have purchased for 2 or 3 million and sold it for 10, something like that, or whatever. But so they're going to build an amphitheater. I'm assuming everybody has those in their cities, right?
Yeah, we all have. Yeah.
Okay. So they're going to build one of those there. I already got a couple here, but they're going to build another one of those there, and then, like I said, they're going to have a retail shopping area too, and then some living quarters too. So a multi-purpose property. So.
All right. We'll get started with Jammin' Always said, hi all, love today's thumbnail with the alligators. And
I struggle with this alligator because you probably at first glance you don't think nothing about it, but the legs and feet look a little rubbery because the real alligator that I was using,
crocodile shoes, right?
Yeah. Look, they too shiny. You know what I'm saying? But first look, you get it though. So basically, just saying, I wish a wholesaler would come down this street driving for dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I say when wholesaling, or when wholesaling is not an option, or whatever the title is. So that was the theory behind it.
It's a great theory.
Yeah.
Stephen Vaughn, hey guys, please repeat the count from me due to Chevy having auto problem Monday. 2024 Barlow Street in Philly. Property is empty. With the right strategy, I could see myself moving in, please. So
okay. Interesting. Philadelphia. Was it a row house or was it actual house? Y'all remember?
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember that one because normally it is a row house in Philadelphia.
That's a lot of it. Oh.
Let's see.
No, that's easy. Yeah, Gemini Ways is asking, how does a house come to start looking like that? The one you was doing a walkthrough.
Oh, that's like years of neglect. You know what I'm saying? It may have already been neglected when people were living in it. So once they stop living in it, it don't take long after that.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was like, hey, look, they already paid $324 for it. So, I mean, yeah, I remember this one now. Yeah, I remember this one. I was like, keep in mind they just paid $324 last year for the property. So this isn't going to be a wholesale deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was he? What I was stressing. When he said he's trying to live in it, what if he can explain more? What is he trying to do? I'm not sure. What is he just going to buy it? Just normal transaction? Then there's nothing to talk about if they want to sell it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, especially if he's just trying to do it himself, then if you're approaching it in the sense of you trying to get it for yourself, you could approach him with creative. I'm not sure what kind of conversation you're in talks with the sellers about already, but. I mean, just looking at the property, looking at as far as how it looks and repairs that's been done. I mean, they just bought the property; it was remodeled, so I'm not quite sure what kind of conversation you're having with the seller right now, or where their levels of motivation is at. So yeah.
Yeah, he did confirm it's a row house, or considered a row house. I mean, that doesn't look like a row house, but maybe all of them.
Nah, it don't look like no row house.
And Steven said he hasn't talked to anyone.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you answered the question for Gemini Ways. That's just neglect. Was it probate?
Yeah. Well, when you got that many heirs, it's definitely
probate.
But they were way beyond I don't know what.
They had no idea they even had any kind of ownership in anything. It just so happened that for there to be a clean and clear title, all of those people had to sign off on the deal. Plain and simple. I got a deal. I got a deal like that right now where the brother, the person that owns the house, he owns it with his mother. The mother passed away, leaving the brother. The brother and the two brothers. There's another brother that's involved, so they don't get along. So they're older, so we have to get all the paperwork to them. So talking to the one brother, he's like, "Man, I own the house. What's the problem?" Like, hey, for us to buy the property free and clear, your brother have to sign off on it. How's your relationship? Well, I don't talk to him.
Problem.
Hey,
Well, I don't talk to him. Hey, man, if you want to buy the property, I thought this was just going to be a clear cut transaction. No,
Oh,
that's
he
not how
getting
properties work.
he getting mad at you. See?
Yeah, he getting mad at me. I'm like, that's not how a
Hey.
transaction works.
Hey,
He
that
ain't do
what-
no succession, nothing. I'm like, okay, we'll do the succession. We just need to get in touch
Well,
with your brother.
well,
What's his number?
Well, at least you wasn't
Crazy.
sitting at the closing table when that happened. When
Right.
that was,
No.
and that was my fault. That was years ago. But I still was seasoned in the game. That shouldn't have happened. And it shouldn't happen with the title company. They need to know all that stuff. You know, we sitting there. I don't think that house still is sold. That's probably been at least probably at least 15 years ago. And
Yeah.
we sit at the closing table with the mom and three sisters, right? With three of her kids. And so you know, so like with you and Tammy, so you probably have, most people do it this way, like right of survivorship. So you all you all names are on the deed. So when one of you all pass, that 50% automatically goes to you for 100%.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, I can't think of the term that they had. I guess non-rev. I don't know what the term is. When the daddy died, the 50% didn't go to the mama. The 50% went to the 6 kids. And then so we sitting there. So I've had experienced this since. And so we sitting there, and so the closing paper, my buyer sitting there, me and him, you know, just laugh and talk like we normally do and stuff.
Right.
You know, and I was finna make 13 big ones. And so the closing term hold up the file, and he said, okay, we got whatever the mama name is, the 3 sisters, and said, where's John? I'm just making up now, I don't remember their names.
Right.
Where's John, Paul, and William at? He said, why, they were like, why you asking about them? He said, well, they're heirs to this property. When your father passed, all of y'all got equal shares. They said, we don't talk to them. I had my little folder.
Time to go. Let's go.
I just closed it up, man. I said,
man.
hey, not only did they say we don't talk to them, we don't even know where they at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
And then here's the crazy part, right? If they're older, if those heirs pass away, it now goes to the heirs, the other heirs.
Yeah, and if
now
any of them,
you gotta search for the kid, man.
and if any of them didn't die, if they had
Man,
kids,
listen, dude.
it can split off so
Dude.
bad it's ridiculous. Like where I'm
Very,
from,
very bad.
yeah, like where I'm from, it's like just acres and acres of land that are just air property. Like 40 acres, 100 acres, you know, just on and on. Just can't be, nothing can be done with it. Well, let me back up. It could always something be did. It would have to be some serious work put in, right?
Mm.
And so, and I'm just gonna use. This ain't being negative, it's just being truth, and it ain't nothing but the truth because I've experienced it over and over again from doing this. Black folks, we don't handle our business when it comes to that kind of stuff. Wheels. Like my own mama. I told her good when she went to see that attorney, if you're going to do a will, you need to set one individual as the executor.
Yeah.
No, that ain't what she did. She went and put all of our names, there's 4 of us, 2, 3 boys and a girl, on the deed. I said, Mother, you didn't have to do that. He just, what attorney were you dealing with? That's going to happen anyway.
Yes,
Ain't
sir.
no, you know what I'm saying? That's going to happen anyway. And so I said, she said, well, I ain't want one of y'all to think more. That ain't how you handle business. You know which one of your kids more responsible. You got, now all of them might be responsible, kudos, but in a lot of cases they ain't. you know who gonna do right about everybody else. You know, because now you got when people be married, they got spouses involved. Well, you know, you used to do more than for your mama than anybody else. I don't know why they getting that anyway. You done paid the taxes on out. You eliminate all that stuff. You have a will and put it in place. That's how you have it. So that's why air property exists. And so now you're talking just generations of generation. 17 is a big number, but the number can get. I know numbers where it's over 100. Like
it's ridiculous.
At least 2 situations on 40 acres and 100 acres. Over 100 people they would have to get to sign off on it. So just crazy. But those can also be opportunities. Like
those are the big. Those are most of 9 out of 10 times a probate deal is a home run deal. Like that's where you're gonna make 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 plus. Like just because of them not seeing the value in it, and they just looking from a perspective of, oh, I'm making money. I didn't care about this property anyways. So they let it go for pennies on the dollar, right? And you know, one of the things that happen, guys, whenever y'all doing succession, because it's called a succession, and it's in probate court. So you guys are doing the succession on the deceased, someone that passed away. Either a trustee have to be in place, or an executor, or an executrix, or an admin have to be in place for everything to go the right way in the smoothest way possible, for sure. So whenever you're talking to someone and you're dealing with a probate deal, you always want to ask them, hey, who all is involved when it comes to the heirs that have to do with the property? So you want to cover your bases, cover your ducks, so this way, whenever the title company do a title search, they're not reaching out to you like, hey, man, we got like 20 people that we need to search for. You guys already know who's all involved, and you already in the process of getting those people involved. We do probate deals is our favorite ones to do, man, because they're so niche, because you can't directly really go after probate unless like they call you, or you luck up and you actually find the administrator or the executors or someone that have to do with that property, and they point you in the right direction. But a lot of times, man, those are going to be like your big deals for sure.
Let me we got what is probate. So let me just I'll just do a ChatGPT thing. We haven't did that in a while. All right. Someone's asked, we're on the live stream right now, and someone's asking a question, what is probate? Could you explain it with 5th grade readability?
I can't hear it, Ty. If it's
You can't hear it.
no, I don't hear anything.
I'll just read it out.
Okay.
We used to could hear it.
Yeah, we're good. Strange that we couldn't hear it.
Let me do it this way, Ian. All right. So, all right. Could you repeat that answer on the probate?
Sure. Probate is the legal process where a deceased person's estate is settled. It involves validating the will, paying debts, and distributing the remaining assets to the rightful heirs. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about it?
When it comes to real estate, we're talking about wholesaling real estate. So that's a target ownership type that we'll generally target to potentially find motivated sellers. But someone asked a simple question, what is probate? So related to real estate.
Got it. In the context of wholesaling real estate, probate refers to properties owned by someone who has passed away. These properties can present an opportunity because the heirs may be motivated to sell quickly. It can be a good strategy for finding deals.
Well, what are the difficulties that you may face with probate, though?
Some challenges with probate properties include navigating legal complexities, dealing with multiple heirs who may have differing opinions, and potential delays in the court process. It can also be emotionally challenging for the sellers, which requires sensitivity and patience.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I don't know if that explained it, but
yeah, I think they were just trying to figure out,
probates, man.
was that deal
love probates.
a probate?
Probate deal.
They're just trying to figure out but still, some people probably don't know what don't know what probate is. So
Yeah.
I had one of my buddies from high school. He built his whole business off probates.
Oh yeah, some people that's all they do.
Yeah, like his whole business was built off probates. Like it was crazy, so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like there's a company that I've dealt with, well, still deal with, I guess. If you text the word probate, it still should give you the code to them, but that's all they focus on is, they do everything, like, like the whole nine. They'll whatever you want to do, they'll be able to provide it for you. Just going about even talking to families about it, the way they recommend approaching it is when you reach out to somebody, that's the situation. You want to offer an array of services like a realtor, someone that does moving, a probate attorney, someone that handles an estate sale, someone to just mow the lawn, any repairs that may need be. And then, of course, if you would like to sell it quickly, we offer our services. We buy houses like this all the time. So,
all right, Gary Rawls says, "Hey guys, I've had a few agents reach back out and asking me POF and an attorney. What should I tell them about the attorney, even if I'm able to send them a POF? And I'm in New York, which is an attorney, as well as Cincinnati and New Jersey, where I'm also looking." Let me see. Okay.
On the attorney side of it, just a recommendation, man. That's where you get into your local groups to see who's wholesaler friendly in whatever market. That's when you join local, I say, Facebook groups or whatever. Just leverage the power of social media on that. That's simple. If you got the proof of funds things taken care of, then boom.
All right. Suban, there is a home on market for 330 days and gets 0.38 views per day, and agents rejected my offer. It was 314 and I offered 188, 1,888. Whatever.
So
You gonna get
offered 188,000. I mean, there's not an offer that the seller was looking for. That's all it is. Was there any counter? Did they? Because normally with stuff like that, they normally counter. So
Great. I'll wait for her.
That's all.
Speaking on that though, and people will hit me up, and I guess you don't know. But it's like this deal right here. So let's just say they counted back at 299, right? And you offer 188. So they were asking 314. You offered 188 based on KISS. They countered at 299. All right. And so a common question I get, and I wonder if I would be the same way. I don't know. They were like, well, what should I do after this? What should I accept this offer? And I'm like, and I like to understand why, maybe you don't understand what you're doing here. If they're asking 314 and they counted at 299, that's only $15,000 difference. How can money be made? And so I guess that's where my disconnect is. Maybe they don't understand the entire process of this. We need to be closer to that 188. If they'd have said 199, okay, we can start having a conversation. But 299, you're still close to the full price. Those are easy to say, thank you for your time. Let me know if anything. We'll probably be still interested if you can come closer to our number. Those are easy, but I'm asking you guys, what am I missing that people don't understand the full process when that's clear to me? Obviously, I've been doing it a long time. I'm trying to think, even if I hadn't been doing it, would I still know that that's not an opportunity? Is what I'm asking. What am I missing?
Well, people were having problems with the 70%. So, of course, some people still gonna have problems with this. Not everybody, but there's going to be a percentage of people that just still don't get it, like, because don't you feel like sometimes people are thinking that all we need is a discount on the property?
Okay. Now you answered my question, so that's what I'm. So I guess my disconnect on it is we just offered what is the math on that? 100 and what is that? 100 and what is that? 14, 100 and $126,000 less, right? Obviously, we're not looking for a $15,000 discount. Right. That's obvious to me. It just to me. So again, is that because I'm way beyond and I can't see it as a beginner, or what? That's the thing. I like to understand why people or things, because I want to, because it may be something I'm not saying to get people to understand why, that's not even close to a deal, and those are the easy ones to walk away from, or you're still going to reply with just a simple message, but those are the easy ones not to give any more thought. There's no counter on that. There's no counter. We're too far apart. Right.
Yeah, because the thing that you're emphasizing is that we're looking for a significant discount.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A significant discount. So, I mean, if we say it over and over and over, if it's a new person, at some point they'll get it. I think.
Yeah. But like I said, I want to know what am I not saying where that's clear, where I'm saying people, because obviously if they're following what we're trying to do here, we got an echo somewhere.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's just you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was fine when you had your headsets on.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. How about now?
No, it's good. Well, no,
Okay.
no, it's still echoing. It's still echoing.
It's still echoing?
Mm-hmm.
What about now?
It's not now. No, it's still echoing.
It's
It's not. It's only echo when I'm talking.
Okay. Let's try now.
Arriba. Still echoing.
How about now?
Yeah.
Arriba. Okay, not now. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, you're not saying anything wrong. I don't feel like. I mean, you reiterated this point over and over and over. But it's always going to be somebody that still doesn't get it. But that's the reason why we do it live. So
That's why. But like I said, the purpose of me asking that, how can I say this different where they understand that? Well, let's do it this way. If in this situation you offered 314, I mean they're asking 314, you offer 188. They got to be closer to your number than their number.
Right. Now
I don't know if that's still clear or not, but closer to your number is, I don't know, within 10%. But I don't want to get into the math part of it because that'll jam folks up. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can clearly see. You don't have to know no math to know 299 is not closer. It's closer to 314 than it is the 188. You don't have to know any math to know that.
And also, even though that property is only getting 0.38 views per day, we're looking for motivated sellers and motivated realtors. And so if they're not getting that many views and they're not budging on their price, they're not motivated. I mean, I would say that, yeah, they're just not motivated.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. All right, jamming our ways at Ty. I wanted to clarify on the paywall. Want to pay just on a tight budget right now. 6 eggs cost $10.99. Yikes! I smell a deal is just around the corner though.
Well, damn it, tell me, man. You don't do it like that. Hey, damn it.
Think about it. Once you, let's say it is $10.99. I know you're talking about eggs, but Chevy just talked about a deal he just did. Ty's talked about a deal he just did, and it took you $10.99 to make 3,000 or 10,000.
Well, it ain't gonna be more than $10.99. I can tell you that right now.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be
Yeah.
buy a whole lot of eggs after that. Okay. Dave Darden, question. I know you don't do these, but y'all speaking about a shopping center. Yeah, we were just talking about the fact that it was in that neighborhood and it could increase the value of that property. But anyway, I talked with a man that has a shopping center for sale. He wanted 1.7, but now he said he wants 3.5. What would I ask him to see why he think he can get 3.5 million? Like what questions?
Well, assuming it's producing income, that's where it's gonna, that's gonna be a huge chunk of what is he in la la land or not? What type of income is he generating per month or annually per year? And then you want to get into, the tenant situation, how much of the space is currently leased, what type of lease terms are they on? Are they triple net, double net, single net, cams, or a combination of those? What else? Obviously, you want to know what the tenants are responsible for and what he's responsible for. And now you get into, subtracting your expenses from your income to give you your NOI based on that price that he's giving you. So you go from there.
All right.
Stephanie
Johnson, what was you about to say?
Sounds like, he's not serious. He just threw a number out there. He sounds like he's not serious, though.
Stephanie Johnson, just want to thank Ty for walking me through the process as my coach and allowing me to start making offers using the KISS method. I have been afraid to take action for 2 years.
Well, that's Stephanie and Mr. Tyrone, her husband. What's happening?
All right. Said no deal yet. I'm just getting started, but I know it's coming because I'm taking action, and that is true.
Boom.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Too many Black folks do need to work on handling business. You ain't said nothing but the truth.
That's terrible, man.
I've seen family members fall out over $5,000. And I'm like,
that's why I'm surprised that happened, man. I'm just shocked.
Oh yeah. That's like it's crazy. But you said 17 people.
Mm-hmm.
Sign off. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Slade, brother, I used to like your lives and videos. You seem to be very arrogant. Okay. And that's not a way to teach. And I have more than enough properties and got them before knowing you. I don't
know what he mean by that. What
do you mean by that?
Yeah, I like to for him to expound on that. When I said arrogant, what have I? Please identify, sir. I always want to try to do better.
We open,
I have to take some constructive.
Like anything was arrogant. We're basically trying to motivate people.
I was asking a question on just I want to understand so I can. I'm assuming he's talking about what I was just talking about the 314, the 188, 299. I'm just trying to understand so I can ask the question better.
He put that out there before I
even said that.
I was expanding on that, yeah.
Oh wow.
Hey, that was free. That was the only line on the hard.
Hey,
Chevy, your mic is kind of low too. I don't know why. It's like I don't know. Did you sound the way, Ty?
No, he sounded like he's just talking low. I think he's talking low.
How about now? Am I better? He sells she shall by the she shall she shore.
Oh, I can hear you.
I mean, I can hear you.
It's
just not like you normally. It's like not.
Yeah, it is lower than normal. Let me just say it is lower than normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Okay. Now I know why. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now? Is this better? Or is it still the same?
It's about the same.
Oh, I don't know, man.
No, we can hear you though. You're good.
We can hear you though. I just, I put my volume up. Edwin Thames Jr., a cousin of mine, mom passed and left her a condo behind. The one daughter sold the property, made her sister and kids leave the property, and didn't give any of the siblings money.
That'll happen too. Hey, mama might have chose wrong. That'll happen too. You know, but sound like the business was handled though. Right. That'll happen too.
Yeah. Let's see. What did he say?
I ain't gonna say mom and them gonna always choose the right person or whatever, but that'll happen too, for sure. Like I say, sometimes, and I don't know if that I ain't saying that situation, but sometimes, you know, like I said, that other half of having such a huge influence that it'll bleed down to the ones that should actually probably get something out of it. You know, that's those are the games we play as human beings. You know, so.
People see money and this eyes turn green. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, now if you really want to know who a person is, give them one or two things or a combination of both. Either a little bread or some power.
Yeah,
you're gonna know what you're dealing with, good or bad. Or according to my man Arthur, I don't know if I got some money, but he say I'm arrogant, so I guess it is what it is, man. Hey, what?
I want to see if he's still on here, but hey,
yeah.
All right, SK Sean said, I like your ChatGPT. It has a black tone voice. That's the same one I use, by the way.
Yeah, I think her name is. I'll put it up.
Not that many on there. It's like 5 voices, you know.
Yeah, it ain't that many. Let me see which one I got. Go ahead. I'll look.
Okay. Dave Darden is saying my mom is dealing with that now. When we talking about the will. My mom is paying everything. Her 2 sisters are not paying, but it's a twist. My granny was married, and she was married to my mom dad, but he passed.
I'm using Juniper. That's the name of it. It's Juniper. It's Juniper.
Mm.
But what? Okay, what's the situation now? What happened?
She's saying that her personal situation, my mom paid everything. Did you get a share? Because I'm trying to figure out what is she talking. You deal with probate.
I see what she's saying. Yeah, go ahead.
She's saying that her grandmother was married to her mom's dad. So she's asking, hey, do her mom get everything because that was her dad? And no, her mom would, depending on how many kids her dad had, her mom would get her dad's share. Now, whenever it comes down to petitioning, right? So what you would do is you would petition to be the executrix or the admin of the estate for your grandmother. So now what happened is your mom is going to petition to be the admin for the estate of the grandmother, and she's going to petition that the grandmother was married to her dad, and her dad passed away. So wow. And he had, whether or not he had kids or didn't have no kids, and she's just going to mention everybody that she knows is involved, and she have rightful ownership to be in possession of and have the decision over the estate. So now when she put that petition in, what will happen now is that they'll search to see if there's anybody else that's involved and send them letters, and they could come forward and fight the petition or agree with the petition or whatever the case may be. The biggest thing is just make sure that all the sisters are on board to sell, and that should be fine. But for the most part, there's going to be that is where the challenge come in place because of something like that. Because now did the grandfather have any other kids besides the mom? Did the mother have any other kids outside of the grandfather besides the other 2 sisters? It's a whole whirlwind. Crazy.
So is that the it being all in writing is her become the executrix?
Yeah. If there was a will in place, then it would be simpler and easier because then she could take the will to the courthouse and petition a right of possession for everything. But yeah, if there's no will, then they got to go to probate court, and that's where the challenge come in place. But if there's a will, it makes it a lot easier. Like we just did a probate where there was 4 siblings involved. We had the death certificate, we had a death certificate that showed who all were the kids or whatever, and then there's a will that strictly stated who all get what. So when there's a will, it makes it a lot easier. If there's a trust, it's even better. So as long as there's some type of track record, some type of writing that's left behind is better than nothing at all. Because then probate will take forever. Like I'm talking about a good 3-4 months. And then there's small claim succession, and then there's like large claim succession as well. So in the state of Louisiana, if it's under 100,000, you could do a small claim succession where the lawyers could do the succession and send it to the courthouse. But if it's more than 100,000, they have to go through the actual process to liquidate all the estate and all that stuff. So yeah. So I've seen probate take 2-3 weeks, and I've seen it take 3-4 months. So.
All right, sounds better now. Your mic, I can really hear you now.
Okay.
Joshua, what up, guys? I'm kind of feeling discouraged right now. The 24 Walton property, a lot of buyers and agents are saying to make offer, it has to be contingent on approval from ZBA and the city. 6 to 12 months. We would hire architect to design building and floor plans. You're really getting deep into that. Zoning attorney to deal with the ZBA. They'd have to pay $30,000 to $40,000 in costs alone before they can even get approvals. So that's a lot. I can't remember which property that was. It sounds like some land.
Joshua, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, that's a pickle, man. That's a tough one. If it's going to take that long, I would say just continue. I would say work on it, but in the meantime, try to find other deals. If it's worth it, anyways. I don't know what kind of assignment you're going to make on it.
Well, a buyer that knows it's an opportunity they know that's what they're getting into. They wouldn't expect you to do it. It'd be nice if you did. That makes it more valuable at that point, or whatever you went through that process of entitlements. But they're the buyer. That's what they do. It's like that. It's just like saying you got this like that house I just did in the beginning, but they want you to fix it, right, and still sell it to them at the same price. Like, nah, that ain't how it works. That's what you do. Is you're going to do the renovations. In this situation, you're going to do the leg work to get the property ready to build on, or whatever they're going to do with it, right? So now, whether it's priced to absorb all of those costs is another situation. But it's just that's not how it works.
Like I said, they probably they would already know that they have to do that kind of stuff. What is this? Jay Vega is asking, do bandit signs still work? And what's up, Ty?
Everything wholesaling still works.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still work. Those are mini billboards, man. You get them out there done right, they could be very effective. Everybody in their mama got a smartphone. People walking got a smartphone. So it makes it easy for them to pick up the phone immediately and give you a call, or to visit your website, or send you a text message. Most definitely.
And going back to that property 188, he was saying that the attorney said the offer was too low and the seller won't accept it. And then I thanked him and told him to contact me if seller changes their mind.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Good idea. SKA Sean, what if you find a KISS deal and when you do the numbers, it's less than what you would buy it for? Do you go up a little? And he's talking about this property in Waco, Texas.
What
numbers are the number, man.
What does he mean by it?
He's saying if it's less than what you would buy for, do you change the numbers?
For some reason it's not clicking to me. Say it again.
When you do the KISS deal and when you do the numbers, it's
give me an example. Give me an example.
He's giving me an example.
He's giving you a property.
No, I'm talking about numbers. I'm talking about like numbers. I'm not, for some reason, it's not clicking to my head.
Well, maybe we need to pull up that property he's giving us.
No, just give me some numbers. If you understand, just make up something.
I don't understand it, because he's saying.
Oh, then how you understand it?
You buying it?
Okay. Give me some numbers, says Chevy.
All
Let me
right,
pull the
here's
figure
the
up.
number. Okay, so for this one it's 79.9, and the KISS number would be 31.6. So he's like, hey, instead of offering 31.6, do you go up to like 40,000, 50,000 to make the numbers make sense? That's all he's saying. But no, the numbers are the numbers. I will offer 31.6.
Yeah,
That's the
offer
number.
31.6. See what they say. You know, we if a minor adjustment needs to be made, then made. Yeah, you know, that's
And
that's
even if
that's
you
that's
know, even if you know your number is higher than that, you know that you feel like you can sell it for that more.
well,
Still start at that number, right?
well, yeah. The whole idea of it is to keep it simple. You can always start to if you know a different way of doing it, then do it. I'm just telling you what the KISS method is to make sure you take action. You don't overthink it. You know, as I was explaining to
And
somebody, huh? Yes, I was explaining to somebody
I would
yesterday.
start.
Hmm?
Now I was
What'd
gonna
you
say
say?
I would start low. I wouldn't start high. I would start low. I wouldn't go higher. I would go
No,
lower, not higher.
that's definitely not higher.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the numbers are the numbers. What you were saying to somebody yesterday?
Yeah, I was saying yesterday, if might have been this morning, whatever. I don't know. Some anyway. So yeah, when you get an offer accepted, that's when that's when you take a closer look. Because that still might not be the number, right? We just need them on the end that we need to be. We need to be on this end of the pool, right? We don't need to be up in the kitty in la la land. We need to be down in the deep dive, right? And so then we take a closer look at the numbers. It's probably gonna work anyway, but you know, that's when you take a closer look before you sign anything.
So
I want to
hopefully we answer that question, but we answered the question on do you go up a little? No, you know, in hindsight.
no, not on the initial offer. Don't overthink that. Just make the offer.
Enthusiastic Fox, in the KISS method, does the buyer pay the realtor or does the payment to the realtor come from your profits?
Well, technically, it's the buyer's funding the deal, but you know, it's going to normally come from yours because you're the one that has the contract with the seller. But you have to take that in consideration when you're negotiating with your on the buyer side. You know, am I going to cover what my share of the if there is one, my share of the because sometimes the seller will pay it all, but normally if the buyer is representing you and them, I mean the agent is representing you, you're going to pay something. So, but you know, that's part of you. Like when you put it out there, you got to take in consideration: am I paying the agent $1,500 or $3,000 or whatever that number is? You know, that's the way I explained it to somebody else is the agent is you and the agent are basically co-wholesaling, but the difference is instead of you giving up 50% of the deal, you may only be giving up 3%.
It's not a maybe. It's a that's what you're giving.
You got to know what
It's
you're
like-
giving up. Yeah. Well, it's probably more like 6 because you may be getting them to take half, but you know, because
Right.
the agent is going to base theirs on the final number. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So but you're not giving up 50%. So
You're not giving up a bulk of what you would be making. if
yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
Exactly.
Because when you JV in,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Arnie Foster is saying, I think the hardest part about a beginner is really understanding what a motivated seller is.
That's a great who said that?
Arnie Foster.
That's a great
Great
comment.
statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great comment.
Statement.
I concur.
Huh?
I concur.
All right. Somebody just sent me over, and I'm gonna answer it for him by answering it for you guys too. I think I hadn't even looked at the document, but I'm just gonna throw it up here. But basically, I think it's the agent is sending him over a document to represent him on the buyer side, right? So I'm just throw it in here. And so basically, when you don't know what an agreement is, you can add it into chat. And look like it's ready. And so you can either talk to it or you can ask a question, right? I prefer conversation. All right. So an agent sent this over to me. Is this asking me, is it okay for them to represent me on the buyer side? I should have told it to interpret first. Go.
Could you clarify what you need help with regarding this document? Are you looking for an explanation of its terms, advice on how to use it in a transaction, or something else?
Yeah, just let's just summarize it first of all. So you can do it in bullets.
This document, Working with Real Estate Agents Disclosure for Buyers, is not a contract, but a disclosure to ensure buyers understand how real estate agents represent them. Key points. Not a contract. Signing it only confirms receipt, not an agreement for representation. Agent responsibilities. Real estate agents must review this form with buyers at the first substantial contact before requesting confidential information and provide a signed copy. Confidentiality warning. Buyers should not share confidential details unless they have a formal agreement with the agent. Types of representation. Buyer agency, checked in this form. The agent represents the buyer exclusively and must enter a written agreement before making an offer. Dual agency, checked in this form. The agent and their firm represent both buyer and seller in the same transaction, treating both fairly but without favoritism. Designated dual agency. The firm assigns separate agents to represent the buyer and seller individually. Unrepresented. The agent may assist the buyer but does not represent them, meaning no confidentiality should be assumed. Let me know if you need further clarification or a more detailed breakdown.
So the boxes that were checked was the dual agency.
Yes, the checkboxes indicate dual agency and buyer agency. This means 1, buyer agency. The agent represents you as the buyer and is supposed to be loyal to you. However, before making an offer, you must have a written buyer agency agreement. 2, dual agency. If you buy a property listed by the same firm representing you, the firm and the agent will also represent the seller. This means the agent's loyalty is split, and they must treat both parties fairly without favoring one over the other. This setup can be tricky because the agent can't fully advocate for either side. If you were hoping for exclusive representation, this might not be ideal. Do you need help understanding the risks or negotiating a different arrangement?
No, we prefer that the listing agent represent us as the buyer also. That eliminates one other person in the deal. Plus, it allows the listing agent to make full commission by representing both sides. So we're comfortable with that. So I'm assuming this is the document that's initiating, at least going in that direction.
Got it? Since you're comfortable with dual agency, this document serves as the initial disclosure, confirming that the agent's firm can represent both you as the buyer and the seller in the transaction. However, for this to be fully effective, a written agreement must be in place before making an offer. This disclosure itself doesn't finalize that arrangement, but acknowledges that you understand how the agent's representation works. Are you planning to move forward with a specific property under this setup, or just making sure everything is in order for future deals?
C. We're moving forward.
If you're referring to confirming whether this document is the first step in setting up dual,
I think you got the point. But yeah, so anyway, so I'll let him know.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, though.
Well, I wanted to bring up because Jamming Always it says something about regarding some may be confused or overthinking the KISS method, not using the calculator. There needs to be a spread for the deal, and somebody else says something about that as well. So I just wanted to speak on that too, because I spent some time like actually talking to a ton of wholesalers. You know, when I was taking calls with people that were submitting deals, and it seems like a lot of people feel like, let's say you bring me a house and the seller wants 80K and you get it for 75. That person is thinking, okay, well, that's $5,000. They'll split that 5,000 with you and say, hey, well, I got this deal with it's $5,000 off. And they're thinking, okay, you and I, we can split that $5,000, but they're not taking in consideration that the person that you're selling it to, they have to make 40, 50, even $100,000 on that deal. So you have to think out of the mindset of a investor when you're looking at the property. So a discount of $15,000 is just not enough, especially if the house needs work. And I think that's what people miss sometimes. You know, they just think because if it's a discount and it's a gap between the ARV and what you're getting it from, that's your money. But you have to realize that you have to take that deal to somebody else and it be a deal for them as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't get the part on how the investor is going to. Okay, so the simple thing is these people are using. So the people that you're going to wholesale the property to, and the reason why you don't have to have any money, they're going to come to the table with virtually cash. Maybe hard money, but still work cash, of course. Not actual cash money, but meaning they don't need a traditional lender. They're buying it to make money. They're not in it to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, especially at a price point where it could retail for $300. They're trying to make $75,000 or $100,000. Now you got to take into consideration, what is it going to cost to renovate the property? Now you got to take into consideration you making money. So discounting it from $314 to $299, that's not going to happen. So and maybe some of it is they may feel that I'm the expert and I can get them to take that $188, even though they said $299. No, that ain't me. Or maybe somebody else, but that ain't me. Oh, well, ain't nothing I can say that. But those are, to me, those are the easy ones to move on because we're just too far apart from where we need to be and where they're countering. Not saying they may not revisit you because we can see that. You know, we can see that over and over again. If you look in the price history, how they may start out at $314 here in January, and by December they're down to $188. You know, that could easily happen or whatever. But today they're laughing at you. 12 months from now, again, you made the offer that nobody else made. You know, they still have that email that you send them and they reach out to you. That's real or whatever. So maybe, okay, so yeah, that's probably the disconnect. They don't understand, you know, $15,000. Yeah, that is a lot of money, but not in the world of real estate. When you got all the people that are going to be buying the property, they're not doing it for that type of money, even if that was the profit or whatever. They're just not going to risk, because it is still a risk at the end of the day, that type of money to make that small amount of money on their investment, on what they initially put, their initial capital that they put into the deal. Maybe that's like the part people not getting. Some people, not all of us, but some people don't get. They just don't get that part.
Tavares has posted this twice. He wants to know, good morning, fellas. Do you still partner on deals? And how does that process work? I appreciate all the free game you've been giving us for years, Ty. So
appreciate you, sir, Tavares. Yeah. That basically, whether it's houses, land, self-storage, multifamily, love to do a hotel motel deal also. It's just split evenly. I used to say it's split my half. I got to even stop saying that. Got people upset with me on that or whatever. It's split evenly on however many people are involved to make the deal happen. Whether that's me and you or 4 more people, it's split evenly. I ain't none of the people that I like. If Chevy don't work for me, so he gonna want He gonna want full tilt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He gonna want his full tilt. The same thing, Tory. He gonna want his full tilt. You know what I'm saying? So if I bring somebody else in to move a property or whatever they do, so if it's 3 of us, we're gonna split it 33, whatever the number is each. So that's how it works.
What's half a zero?
Well, yeah. So I had to, man. Some of these
What's
people
half
like,
a
man,
zero? Yep.
oh man, this lady just lost a whole relationship with me because she said you said I was gonna get half. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought I had talked off the ledge, and 3 or 4 days later, and I know how stuff goes. I'm always putting.
Because the person had already calculated their bills, and I was like, come on, man.
Yeah. Look at it. So, matter of fact, it was the first self-storage deal I did without, bringing other people in. It wasn't but $20,000 made. I say, but that's nice, but not for that world. It's not. And so it was literally 4. Let me see. It was 4 people involved. So everybody basically going to get $5,000 basically. But I had put up $1,000 earnest money too on top of it, and did something else, maybe spent a few more $100, whatever. But so she was expecting $10,000, right? So whenever the money was, so I asked for a wire information when we got the thing, so the title company sends I told her to reach out to the title company and they get a wire. And so no, they sent all the money to me. They sent all the money to me. They ain't want to do it. They ain't want to split it up. The title company didn't want to split it up like that. So I just dispersed to everybody, right? And so, like not that day, the next day, she reached out to me like, Tyron, I was looking, I thought that was my deal. I was going to get half of the deal. And she would have gotten more because she really was dealing with the seller, but it got to a point, she would ask me, I would tell her what to say. And the dude got frustrated with the situation. So, and I like just tell it like it is. Yeah. So out of all the self-storage people we talked to, we haven't talked to one black owner, right? I ain't saying they don't exist because I actually know some that do own, but we haven't talked to any. So this white guy that was partnering with me on some stuff, I got him involved. He saved the deal. So if he saved the deal,
you gotta get him paid, man.
He gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? And so long story short, so she hit me back. She said, I just really feel like I got cheated out the deal or whatever because I thought I was getting half. So I explained it to her, and I was like, this is not going to be the last deal now. But I explained, that's how it works. They have to get compensated. Dulce found the buyer. She's great at that. She's like amazing at finding buyers. Right. So that was maybe on like a Thursday. So I told her, I said, I'll go ahead and give you the rest of the money. I say, if that's what you feel, right? So I'll go ahead and give you the other half, and I'll just lose on the deal. And so she said, no, because I don't want you to feel no type of way. I said, all right, cool, we good. 2 days later, and I knew it. I told one of my friends, I said, just whoever, and it may not even be her. It may be a spouse or somebody, somebody.
Yep, somebody else.
So, all that money he making, he could have gave you that. That wasn't gonna hurt him. You're assuming too much. Number one. And so she hit me up and asked me about it, and I said, okay. I said, I'll send you the money. I said, now you do know this it. I mean, I wish you all the luck, but we can't, you're going to allow basically, because I got my money back, got the earnest money back. It was something else. So it wasn't quite 5,000 additional dollars. It was like 3,800, something like that. So if I'm getting my earnest money out, I ain't gonna totally lose it. I know what it was. I paid one of my team members $1,000. She just do the run the numbers. I paid her $1,000 off the deal, right? Beyond what she normally get anyway, right? And so I only made $200 on the deal. That's what it was. I made $200 on the deal. I sent her money. And okay, so the reason I'm even telling this story because of how people are. So fast forward basically a year later, I sent out a text message in a particular state and asked, did anyone know someone that could handle, you know what, Chevy? It was around the time when I was looking for an attorney to handle the subject to for the property in Meridian. So I just sent out a text to the entire state. I get people know where that's in Mississippi. And so she was one of the people that replied.
No, we're not doing
I said, that's cold right there, boy. Talking about Ty, no, you say you didn't want to work with me, but I think I got a referral to you. I said to myself, I didn't reply to her. I said, I thought I blocked you everywhere. Because hey, in the famous words of Kevin O'Leary on our Shark Tank, you're dead to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, hey, if you don't get that, ain't nobody want to work anyway. So you basically allowed to do. I guess this me being arrogant now. I guess you allowed $3,800 to ruin a relationship with someone that possibly can help you make millions. Like literally.
Yes.
You allowed $3,800 to do that. I bet that money went so fast it could make your head spin.
She had already had notes and stuff where it was going. That's why her husband had to call you back. You know what I'm saying? They know.
They say that was the husband had to call.
Hey,
hey, you ain't putting on my boy, did you? God.
He had already spent that money.
Yeah. Oh man.
Mess it out on, that's business. You mess it
amazing, man. How people might think, man.
We got
amazing. And you, Chevy, you talking about I have patience. You got me. You have me thinking about that. I said I do have a great deal of place calls.
You do.
Because I was patient with that. You know what I'm saying? And some recent here, like going back and forth with somebody now, something like, wow, I don't care if you even watch. Because I ain't gonna call no names or nothing. So basically, somebody paid for some training only supposed to last 12 weeks. They got 12 months, and they want a refund.
Damn.
That's crazy.
12 months, and then I offered because what I ended was because we're gonna do something different. The Wednesday private meeting, we're gonna do something different. I said everybody that was still because they had dwindled down to just such a small number. I'm going to provide one-on-one coaching, even though they ain't what you paid for.
You still had a problem with it.
Still, man, I'm like, wow, something wrong with me.
What's the saying that you always say? Hogs get slaughtered. What is it? Pigs get fed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you greedy, you got to make all the money. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. It don't
Anyway,
work.
so there it is, man. So yeah.
All right. Michelle Sloan. We got on hi fellas. Ty, how do you approach a property with the KISS method when a house and land are involved? Example. And she gives an address and it said, I came across that and I want to put an offer in for it. This is in Maryland, 20607. A Kokik?
Yeah, Maryland must be one. I guess all states like that, though. That was gonna be an ignorant statement I was gonna make. Maryland.
So I don't know if you want to do it or if Chevy gonna do it because this is house and land.
Go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
Okay. Chevy's still tripping about one of them stories. So while I'm putting this up, so what would have been your response, sir?
Yeah, what would be Chevy's response? We got 12 months. They only supposed to get 12 weeks. Okay.
In the words of Kevin O'Leary. You're dead to me.
All right, what's the address, man?
Okay, this is 416 Dyer Dyer Drive, and I can spell the city name. It might come up, but it's ACCO. Keek.
There it is, right there.
So this house and land.
Okay, so it's 1.81 acres. So what we'll do is, so just to look at it really quick. So it has 21 photos, livable. These updating for sure, but this is ideal what we're looking for. Anybody stay down there? No, it look like they're moving, huh? Mama then moved out of there. Old family house here. And so the description, boom. So let's erase this. Let's look at the price history. So they tried selling it for oh, they didn't went up on the pro. Oh, they're all over the place though. Initially, they back in in December of 2023, it's 359. They listed it for, they removed it, and then they listed it for 359 again back in February of last year. Then they removed it, listed in March, and then put it back on the market in September for $599. 200,000 more. That's just a different age. Oh, we can get this. So we know they'll probably do something like this, and that ain't gonna be cheap enough. Don't look like. And so now it's at $499.9, right? All right, so let's do this. Let's see. Is that a normal size lot in that area, right? Let's look at the property boundaries on it. Well, where are you, Scooby-Doo? Shaggy.
Maybe they're doing an update.
Yeah, so let's look at it in prop strings. I can figure it out this too. We can look at it there. Maybe my internet ain't working.
It's coming up for me.
Yeah.
I'd be lying.
Oh, it did? Let me see. Let me try it again.
Maybe because it's a Mac.
There it is. All right, so where's Maryland? I always get confused up in here. That's Massachusetts. So Maryland, let me see, Maryland, right here. Let me see, no, it's right there. Okay, boom. Well, that's a lot of people live in them little areas, huh? Wow.
Rural.
Okay, so that's a normal size lot in there, right? Point. Well, she got both of these. My bad. Okay, so she got both of these. Oh, okay. So it's a lot by itself. Look like part of the house is there, or they're a totally different dwelling.
Look like going around that third one too.
Yeah, she owned that too, though. Let me see. So boom. So you got the one she's sitting on.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got this one.
And then the next
you got this one.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there. So interesting. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. What old Mary? What Mary doing up here? Old Mary Underwood. Miss Underwood. Miss Underwood cook a great red velvet cake. Let's see here.
Now we're assuming she's trying to sell all of that, right?
Oh well, we can look at the listing. Yeah, she said 1.8. Yeah, she's selling all that. All right, so let me see if I can locate this bad boy. So that's FedEx Dropbox. So this is the DMV. I guess that considered the DMV. And how's it going? All right, so who is this? Michelle Sloan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me find it on the map here, and what's her name? That always is the chancellor. That's Berry Road. So we're right above Berry Road. So we're right in this area right here, right? Okay, so let's remove the boundaries. First thing I want to do, I just want to look at the lots in here first to see what they're selling for. So lots. Let's look at sold. All right, so we got some good activity in here. How now, brown cow? Just hit apply. Probably gonna be more than 10, and it is. So I'll do this. Where is she exactly? Okay, she up there, so that's good. So look, I'll do that again. It don't matter. I'll just change the time frame on to 12 months. That should remove a couple. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's see what we got here. grand, 79. Oh, those some big parcels there. Mhm. Oh, I needed to clear it out first, didn't I? All right, and this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, and this one. Okay, so hers was 1.8, right? So we know we're going to eliminate this 12 acres. We're going to eliminate this 5 acres and maybe even this 3 acres. We're going to eliminate this 5 acres up here. All right, so it looks like, man, these are all over the place. So what's the difference? What's so great about this one right here? It don't really show me. Let's look at this one. Did they just get a good deal? Don't that look like that's it's 2 point, what's the name? All right, and then this one up here, why did it sell for so much? Interesting. All right, so just looking at the plots of land, the one that's closest to hers is this one here. It sold for 90 grand, right, at 37 an acre. I think that one is they got a really good deal on that one, I think. I think around about 80 would be a good number, maybe a little less. Well, you know what, this number here, I'll work with that right there. So we're at 1.18, right? So basically, 2 of the acres are together, so that's like not quite this. So that one acre, because she's sitting on 4.6 of it, right? Right. Well, 0.44 of it. So we're gonna comp the house, but the land itself, I would just say those 2 lots together. Wait, let me go back. Where was I? You know what? Let me do it this way, because that'll be confusing. Let me restart this. I should have just put that range in there because it's 2 different lots. I was trying to combine it as one. So it'd be a 1/4 acre to a 1/2 acre is what I'm looking for. Right. So let's do it like that. So it really ain't not in here like that. So we got one that sold for 63, one sold for 50. All right. So, but that's smaller though. Let's see. That's closer in size. So 63, that sounds about right. So basically those are selling for about, so we'll just say 60,000 each, right? So that's 120 in itself. All right. So now the house itself. So let me reset this again. And so let's just look at houses. Okay, let's look at the last 6 months because we got good activity in there. Okay, and so it was off Berry. Is it? Where was it? It's Berry Road. Okay, so it's in this general area right here, right? So let's see what we got. In her house, do we have it down? Man. All right. Where did I add it? Right here? Yeah. Okay, so this is her house right here. Okay, so let's do a process. So she's a 1954, so we're gonna get rid of that 2004. We got a 1990 in there. Everything else is in place. So she's at around 1555 square feet. All of this is pretty much in play, I guess. This 18, that's 300 square feet. We can get rid of that one. So she's right around probably about 3 340 or so as far as an ARV based on this stuff that's sold in here. Well, you know what? This is wait a minute. Let's look at this one here. No renovations. Oh, that sold for a lot more than those did. Look at the price history. 312. Just over 280, then 490. I don't know if I want to use that one or not, though. Let me see. Because let me see, do I see photos? I don't see no photos on none of them. So that averages out to 221. I'm pretty comfortable with that being in there. It's just all over the place. So we'll roll with this. So we're at 60, we're at 120 to that. So we're at basically 460. So what they're asking retail is close. It seemed like it was a little higher than what I would say it would be, or whatever. But because they didn't sell it when they were asking 359 just this year, it didn't sell. I don't know why they think they could, and they dropped it, but I don't know why they thought they could go up that much, right? And to 599, they're down back to 399. So with all that taken in consideration, we know this ain't the number. Now, we just did the KISS method. KISS would tell us that would probably work, but we got data to show it it doesn't. Now, KISS says we should be at right at $300,000, $299,940 or whatever. So I think it still needs to be cheaper than that based on it didn't sell at 359. I would want to be somewhere around probably about 250 to feel comfortable with it, right? Now, if it's a situation where they will sell the lot separately, and that would probably be the question. I'll throw my offer out there initially. The agent replies back, that's too low, blah, blah. Ask them will they sell those two lots separately? And if they will, how much would they sell them for, right? Would they take 30? Well, you just go ahead and make the offer to them. Ask them would they take 30,000 each for those lots for a total of 60. That's the way I would play it. Initially, I'll make the initial offer for all of it of 250, right? And then I would actually make an offer. If they reject that, which I'm pretty sure they will, then I would make an offer on see if they would sell the lot separately because it's already subdivided. So all of these lots have their own addresses, own parcel numbers. So it took me a minute to get there, but that's a little different there. So.
Alrighty. Tanya, after sending the list of properties on Zumps to Google Sheets, can I send another list of properties to the same Google Sheets that was made the day before?
No, you would have to combine them. Just copy and paste into one, main list.
Yeah, but I understand what you're trying to do. But yeah, you just have to copy paste. Yeah. Phil, KISS method is nice estimate. Sometimes I check ARV and KISS method. I stick to low offers because Chevy will not look at it. That threw me for a loop. The end part.
Wait. Oh man. Look.
Main objective is the ability to sell it. Tell realtors want to make an offer. I'm able to move. So you're looking for motivated realtors.
Phil said that.
That's what Phil said.
Phil said that. Phil said that. Because Chevy will not look at it.
I guess he's just saying that you looking for deals. So don't, if it's not a deal. Yeah, look for deals.
Everybody's looking for deal. I mean,
did we address the motivated seller thing?
No, we didn't address it yet. You was going off and saying that people are dead to you.
Oh.
No, we didn't address it yet. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all, man.
All right, so
I
you remember
thought,
what the
Oh, we haven't done that.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, Ty. I thought that you're very patient, but if somebody piss you off or rub you the wrong way, they will know. They will know for sure.
the one thing that's going and I've gotten a lot better at it. The one thing that if I know that I've, or at least I feel, I say no. You know, somebody else may feel different. I can't control that. But if I feel like, I try to always put myself in their position, right? Okay, so number one, anytime that I can get in the room or get someone's ear that knows more than me, whether it's free or paid, I'm going to respect it, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. And so my expectations on what I get out of it, and again, I'm thinking about how I think about it, is I wouldn't have paid them my money if I thought they were lying. Number one, if it doesn't work for me, was it them or me? It's just like when I first got interested in this, outside of my homeboy mentioning it to me, and I watching that Carlton Sheets infomercial. My question was, even though I hadn't seen it over the years, is that he can't be lying about all of this, right? That was my thought, right? He can't be lying about all of this. And so so if someone like, okay, so like with the situation with the deal that closed on the self-storage, I'm like, did we not? Well, I'm like, you don't get it, do you? Like, you just did something most people have never done before. You were involved in it. You saw it up close. So you see it's real, but you're so short-sighted. Now, it may be a situation where you just needed the money. If she would have said she needed the money, I'm taking that totally different. Whether she was lying or not, I'm a believer until I had other reasons not to believe. Just say that. That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation now. So, but because you thought, you know, like these other people didn't deserve to get paid and they were just as important as you were in the deal, that I'm just not going to take that well, right? Because you're not understanding what you're having an opportunity to do for you and your family and beyond, right? And so I didn't like it's not like I went off on her or anything. You know, I just made it clear that if I send you this money, right, that's it. You know, we have no other contact. There's nothing you can call me and ask me that I would help you with. The only way that would happen, you have to give me all that money back, like what you made and what I gave you. Like you have to give me all of it back in order for me to even consider dealing with you again, just on principle. So, and then the other thing where I said, like, and I'm just going back, maybe she didn't think about it the way I was, you know, she didn't think about it like that. So she asked for the refund. I want about $500 for the 12-week thing or whatever. The price point, she was like a special rerun, so she was involved in the 12-week coaching. And so I said, well, when did you join? Because I really didn't remember. And she said, last January. I was like, that's a year. Like, that's about the last 12 months. We just ended it in December. You were a part of it the whole time. And we've been communicating. I've been advising you on deals through emails or phone, whatever. I'm like, to me, I'm like, that wasn't worth $500? Closing the deal, that's on you. I'm doing my part or whatever. I'm just a tool. The training is just, so I'm going to take that a different way. I still ain't like I went off. I just asking a question to her, like, because maybe she didn't think about it in that way. And so I got a reply back basically telling me, no, I want to, but you're outside the refund thing anyway. I wouldn't, again, that don't make no sense to me. I'll refund, but that don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? That you're not getting it. Like, that's crazy. That's literally like 12 months later. And again, you paid, it's just like this, Chev and Tori. You went up to the Toyota dealership to get a Camry, but they gave you a Lexus 600, right? And then when it stopped working, you want a refund on it.
You want a refund? No, that's not how it works.
You know what I'm saying? Like you up there clowning. You already know the fault. Oh, you do your butt like that. Hey, what's happening?
Hey, cutie.
Hey, what's happening?
Look, she just looking now, huh?
Oh, now you can't talk. I've been
Right.
talking all day.
Now you shy, huh?
Oh, I want some peas and rice. You got some? You got some peas and rice?
Hey.
You got some peas and rice?
Look, she started waiting, man. That's your twin.
All right, that's what's happening. All right, talk. Let's hear it.
Oh, the mic was on mute, man. My bad.
Oh, she was trying to talk.
She was talking.
Yeah, I'm telling her, say I want some peas and rice.
Rice and peas.
Oh, you singing?
Hey. She better get off this mic before people tell her something about
She
wholesaling.
need headphones. You know, she need the Dr. Dre session. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna mute the cell because she about to go crazy.
I was trying to get. I know we've been on, but it was a property that I was trying to. Okay. Verna, hey guys, I placed an offer on this property yesterday from the KISS method and the seller rejected it. I didn't get additional information. Okay.
What's happening?
Come on, let's go to grandma.
This one is in Birmingham. It's 2335 10th Avenue South. And she's saying she offered 149K.
Okay, let's look at it. Who is this? Verna? Okay.
Verna.
What's the address?
It is 2335 10th Avenue South.
Oh, that's a good area. 2335 might be.
You said she offered 149. Nice.
Yeah, that's how they get down over there. Yeah, she did 50%. That still may be cheaper enough on that. Look at that square footage on it.
Oh yeah. Easily.
They're gonna call some bread on this one. Yeah, that may not be. Well, actually, it's not as bad as I thought on the inside though.
Yeah,
still rough, but it's not as bad as I thought. Look like they've attempted to do something in here.
It looked like one of them. Is that a historical area?
Yeah, it's over near UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. If you all didn't know, the reason your boy in Birmingham. Says this historical home constructed, blah blah blah. The main house, 6-bedroom. There's an attached apartment as a living room, blah blah blah. As it needs work, investment potential. So there is potential to turn into 3 or 4 units. The property zone B1. Business allows Birmingham business or residential. The adjacent is okay. So let's look at the price history on it. For some reason, it didn't pull up in Zomps for me. I don't know why. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now let's add this bad boy. All right, and look at the price history on it. So they purchased for 130 back in 2017. All right, they listed it for 475. Look, so here we go, guys. This is a perfect example. I think, before I say it. Okay, yeah. They listed it back in February of last year for 475. All right, dropped to 450 in March. Again in March to 427.5. Again in April at 405. And then April of last year down to 299.9. So they hadn't dropped it in a while, but they did go from almost 200 grand. Went from 475. So they've dropped it 100 and almost what is that? No, my math is wrong. Ain't it? No, I'm right. $175,000 and $100, 175, 100. So they've almost dropped to 200 grand already. So yeah, I like that offer, Vernon, for sure. I would have some players on that. If you got it down to that 149, for sure.
She's
that's
saying
what
the seller rejected it.
They didn't counter.
Yeah, she.
But if they reject it, fine. They revisit.
Yeah.
But that's a huge property. 149 may not be cheap enough in reality.
Because isn't it true with the historical homes? It's probably going to cost more. Not only that it's huge, but you have to keep it intact because it's historic.
Yeah. They I don't know what the ramifications is on something like that, but in Birmingham, but it says historic or constructed or whatever. But more than likely they're going to make them keep it in this same condition or whatever. Let me look at the lot on this out of curiosity to see how big the lot is.
But Verna, he's saying he got some buyers in that area. So if you got it under contract,
it'll be easy over there. Nothing extraordinary about the lot, but it's deep though. You probably could put more units. I wonder what they do. They allow more units there in that area. So is this by I'm about to say it's by Dreamland. It's over in that general area though.
okay.
Is this South?
That's what the area is called.
Oh, no. This over by Southtown. This over by the projects they tore down. See all them buildings? The projects
Okay.
they're torn down. They're building up some new stuff. I haven't been over there in a minute. I wonder how far they've got. Or whatever. Back this way is UAB. That's why it says University Boulevard. So basically, all of this stuff you get to UAB Hospital. That's Children's Hospital right there. This is basically the campus and stuff in here. So. Yeah,
sound like a downtown area. That's what you said.
Well, UAB is sort of downtown. They call it the south side of downtown or whatever. So,
but Dreamland is the barbecue place, right?
Yeah, Dreamland will be back over in. Let me see. Dreamland will be back over in this area here somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere over in this area somewhere.
But they could possibly fix it up, make it Section 8. I don't know. You said the project's still there.
I hadn't been over there in a minute. I know they were. I know they was in full fledged of tearing them down and doing something totally different or whatever. So they may be completed now. I haven't been over there in a minute.
So what would you say if she doesn't bring it to you and they rejected the offer? Where would you go back to them at?
Oh, I wouldn't go back and then you got nothing. They don't counter. I wouldn't go back and then I'll let the agent follow back up with me.
Okay. We have another property. Everybody else is kind of commenting on something we've said. Somebody did ask, what is your opinion on wholesaling in Las Vegas?
City of Dreams, yeah.
Money.
Let's get it, yeah.
Money.
It's on the list for sure.
Vegas, Miami, Cali.
Yeah, look. I like Las Vegas. I can live out there. I can live in Las Vegas. Places I've been, I can live in Las Vegas. I can live in Miami, that general Miami area.
Las Vegas is just so many people, though. It's like people every freaking way.
I lived in Vegas for like a month.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I can live.
No, it wasn't a month. It was like we was launching a campaign, so it was like 2 or 3 months I lived out there. And it was wild. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was when I was because I used to do direct sales. So I used to do like.
You were a younger man then. I'm saying,
yeah. This was probably like back in 2012, 2013, so like 10 years ago. And we launched like Cox and like Verizon Fios and all that stuff, and we was doing that out in the Vegas area. But yeah, Vegas was nice, man. I was living out of a hotel, but still, back then it was different.
That's Vegas life.
Vegas.
We have another property with S. Owens B, my first time seeing your name, so welcome to the live. Hello, appreciate you guys. Could you comp this lot and land? This is in Charlotte, Florida.
Port Charlotte.
While he pulling that up, a quick Vegas story. One time,
That's you, man. That's you.
oh,
man.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. My bad.
Tell your story while you're pulling.
I can't do
You were
both.
quick on that.
I can't do both. I can't do both. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
You about to go deep, I can tell.
It wasn't gonna be nothing.
Oh man.
Okay.
It was gonna be about a buddy pass. What's the address?
A buddy.
It's 12068 and it's Stret Avenue, Strett.
What city?
That's Avenue, and it's Port Charlotte, Florida. Looks like Port Charlotte.
This it right here?
The first one I know was.
This it right here?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
The lot in land.
Now, the
Okay.
street name he's sending in is Strett, which is the first one.
Oh. Tyrone, you have to pay attention, sire.
10,000.
All right, let's find it here. So got this little, I don't know what that is. So this is Stret here. No, that's Stroke. All right, so boom. So let me zoom in. So it's right, it should be right in this area, right? Yeah, right here, right? So let's remove the boundary. So it's lots of land. Oof. Well, they just sold up some stuff. Ooh. So let me see what the size is so I can sort of eliminate some of this. So let's do Florida. Yeah, I could live down there, Miami.
Oh, Miami for sure. Yeah.
But I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. You know what? I like. I would love that challenge of not that I have.
You don't like the beach though. So
Nah, it ain't. So this is 0.23. This is 0.23. So what is that? A quarter. So let's do. We're gonna do 7,500 to a quarter. Let's do up to to a quarter. Man, that didn't move nothing. All right, so let's do the last. Let's just do the last 30 days. It ain't that hot. So let's do 90 days. Okay, all right. So now we're talking. All right, so now let's draw a little thing on my jig here. And so boom. And so our property, Daddy, there he is.
What's up, baby?
Guess what?
What's up?
Mr. Holland told me some news.
Okay.
You want the good news or the bad news?
All right. Now we're ready to go.
Right there.
Oh, we need to address the. We didn't address the. We still ain't addressed the motivated seller thing, did we?
I don't even want, because we talked about motivated sellers. Like, what do you mean? The
I
topic?
don't think we answered the person's question.
Which person?
They ask about, maybe people don't know what a motivated seller is.
We did talk about that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We talked about that throughout the thing, because remember we was talking about only getting 15,000 discount on that. That addresses a motivated seller, because just because they are. Then the other guy, you remember, he offered 188 on a property that was 315. That's the sign that and then they rejected his offer. There's a sign, and they wasn't getting that many views. That's a sign that that's a motivated or not a motivated seller. So I feel like we've addressed it, but we can address it again though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, so this property is worth around 12 grand, right? So ideally, I'm trying to get it for 4 or 5, maybe move it for 10, which is a little bit less than the market.
Mhm.
But it's a lot of activity in there, so it seems like you would be able to move it fairly quickly if you can get a good price on it. So I would try to get it for 4 or 5, try to move it for around 10.
10. And MGP, I think he was the guy that wanted to do some cold calling. So he's been commenting on here as well.
Yeah. I got you. You've been texting me. I got you. We're
Okay.
gonna hook up. I gotta find something for you to do.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna hook up.
Yeah. So tell me what you wanted to say about the motivated seller. Like what's
Like for me, it's just really simple. Motivated seller is determined by price. Forget what they talking about. What price are they going to give me? And the KISS offer calculator tells you if they're close to that price, they're motivated. In the story, agents are all in the distributor say seller very motivated, and not at full price, and you dropped it $5,000. That's not no motivation. That's just somebody that wants to sell.
they just want to sell their property at
Yeah.
full retail. Most
Yeah.
people want to sell their property at retail or
Mhm.
more. Now somebody had asked about what do we, I can't find it again, but need to be searchable these comments. But somebody was asking about how do you deal with rejection from these sellers?
That's expected.
I take about 3,000 a day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's expected. How you deal with, okay, yeah, I'll take that price. That's what you want to worry about. The rejections is expected. That's why you got to make a lot of offers. I don't know if we're being clear on that. That's the reason you have to make a lot of offers. These people are not going to give their real estate away. That's the normal person. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's expected for them to reject your offer. But that's why you need a lot of offers in.
Yeah.
To get to the ones, they're low-hanging fruit, but ain't none of it right. You're just picking through, oh, this one right here, but you didn't look through 100 of them. You know what I'm saying? This one is right. This is low-hanging fruit because they want to sell, but we're looking for the right ones.
Yep. And you know what the deal looks like when it comes. Oh yeah.
Be clear of the bell.
But just to be clear, I do text blasting, so yeah, I'll take about 3,000 no's a day. I'll probably, out of those 3,000, I'll probably get about 10 to 20 yeses, and then we got to filter that out to see if it's a deal or not. So yeah, good times though. Good times.
S. Owensby, he wants to know, great and thank you. Do you have a video on how to comp land? I'm new to wholesaling and want to do land. Also would like to partner.
I wish it was that simple. We sort of just went through it, so you can go look up my videos. I think we did maybe about 7, 8 episodes of flipping land one-on-one, and we did a lot of comping there. So I think that'll help you out tremendously.
All right. That was the gist of it there.
All right. He's calling me to me. All right, guys. So appreciate everyone to join us today. See everybody's contact information here. Well, we didn't even discuss the topic. What was it? On YouTube, it says whatever it says. When driving for dollars, when you can't drive for dollars. Okay, so one with the little thumbnail.
I thought we answered that.
We did answer because we was talking about the alligator on the street.
Yeah, we answered it, Ty.
Yeah, we was talking about the thumbnail though, but I think that's when we started talking.
I think we answered it. You did answer it.
All right, y'all said I did, then there it is. All right, so boom. So I guess we'll be back on Friday. Tomorrow will be Flippanor 333 or 334. I'm not sure. Not sure what the topic will be. Feel free to join us around 9:30 Eastern PM tomorrow, 9:30-ish. But with that being said, everyone have a great rest of the day. Hope it's warm where you are and sunny. Thanks, and we'll see you on the FLIP SIDE.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Yeah, that.